It's time to awaken. They say modern science has invented a pill that can cure laziness, but the problem is, lazy people are too lazy to take it, and so they never recover. Funny? A little. True? Painfully. We all know the ritual. You'll meditate later, read the book tomorrow, clean the desk, write the email, start the project. Not now. Somehow later grows roots, builds a house, and becomes your landlord. That's sloth and torpor. Not noble rest after honest work, but the soft fog that settles on the mind and whispers, you deserve a break, and then steals the whole afternoon. Over 2,500 years ago, the Buddha named this fog Thinamida, the heaviness of body and dullness of mind. Not a moral sin, just a kind of spiritual gravity. If you relax into it, you don't rest, you sink. On the path of practice, the Buddha spoke of 5 thieves of the mind, the 5 hindrances. They are not enemies outside of us, but shadows within. Sensual desire, ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness and worry, and doubt. These forces cloud the heart, scatter the mind, and block us from seeing truth as it is. In this series, we will look directly into each hindrance, understand how it arises, and explore ways to transform it. For when darkness is recognized, light naturally appears. Part 1. The fog that pretends to be rest. Sloth and torpor are polite. They don't kick your door down. They bring a blanket and a very persuasive story. Just 5 more minutes. After 1 episode, I'll focus. I work better at night. Sure, until night becomes morning and your focus is still buffering. Real rest renews energy. This fog leaves you heavier, like wading through syrup. Meditation turns into head-nodding negotiations with sleep. Work becomes an endless warm-up. And I need to recharge becomes your full-time job. The Buddha compared this mind to a lamp covered in dust. The flame is there, the fuel is there, but the light can't reach the room. Part 2. The hidden roots of laziness. We treat laziness like a character flaw. The Buddha treated it like conditions. First root, exhaustion disguised as failure. Push too hard, sprint on caffeine and guilt, and the body pulls the emergency brake. It's not that you can't, it's that your biology is staging a strike. Second root, avoidance dressed as comfort. When a task feels sharp, uncertain, high stakes, the mind wraps it in a blanket. If I don't start, I can't fail. Congratulations, you've found a way to lose without playing. Third root, mental junk food. We feed the mind a diet of sugar, scrolls, hot takes, noise, then wonder why it wants a nap. Junk in, fog out. Fourth root, wrong view about rest. We mistake sedation for peace. Peace is alert, open, quietly alive. Sedation is, wake me when life is over. Sloth and torpor are not you. They're patterns of energy. If the conditions are there, they appear. Change the conditions and the fog thins. Part 3. The sweet pleasure of doing nothing. Let's be honest. Laziness feels nice. No deadlines, no demands, no risks. It's a warm bath at exactly 37 degrees, a temperature at which you can fall asleep and never notice you're drowning. Why is it so attractive? Because it offers temporary safety. No action, no judgment, no effort, no criticism. It's the cheapest insurance against failure. But the premium is brutal, your life. Every unstarted project, every unread page, every prayer postponed, these are quiet funerals we hold for our future. The Buddha didn't scold, he illuminated. He showed that this sweetness is a trap, a pleasure that leaves you poorer, a comfort that steals your strength. Part 4, the Buddha's way to burn off the fog. Shouting at yourself doesn't work. Try harder is inspirational for 10 seconds and exhausting for the next 10 hours. The Buddha gave methods, simple, physical, compassionate. 1. Wake up the body. Don't argue with fog. Move through it. Open a window. Wash your face. Stand up straight. Practice walking meditation. Feet, floor, breath. Now. A sleepy monk once asked for a remedy. The Buddha said, go outside. Look at the stars. Translation, put awareness back in your senses. 2. Aim your mind. Fog loves vagueness. Give your attention a target. Set a tiny, crisp next step. Write 1 true sentence. Sit and count 10 breaths. Read 2 pages. Momentum is medicine. 3. Change the input. Junk in, fog out. Swap the infinite scroll for a finite ritual. 5 minutes of silence. 3 lines of Dhamma. A brief gratitude. Quality in, clarity out. 4. Remember time. Contemplate impermanence, not to panic, but to prioritize. This morning will never return. Ask, what is worth my 1 wild, precious hour? 5. Share energy. Be around people who are awake. Energy is contagious, so is sloth. Choose carefully. 6. Balance effort and ease. The middle way isn't lukewarm, it's sustainable. Work, then conscious rest. Step outside, breathe, stretch, smile. Return before the fog invites itself back. 7. Name it kindly. When drowsiness comes, don't declare defeat. Simply note, thina mida. Naming is taming. The moment you see the fog, you're already a little beyond it. Part 5. Practice on the cushion. Practice in the world. On the cushion, sloth is obvious. Drooping head, wandering warmth. In the world, it wears nice shoes. It shows up as overplanning without starting. Endless research that avoids any first attempt. A to-do list that is legally a novel. Meetings that could have been mercy. The cure is the same. Small, honest action now. Not dramatic, not Instagrammable, just the next true step. Make it easy to begin and hard to drift. Leave your cushion visible. Put the book on your chair. Prepare your desk the night before. Reduce friction where it matters, add friction where it doesn't. Yes, you can make your phone grayscale. Your future self says thanks. When motivation fails, rely on ritual. A bell, a breath, a sentence. Begin with one mindful thing. Part 6. When the fog lifts. When the fog thins, it doesn't feel like caffeine. It feels like clarity. You notice colors again. Tasks shrink back to their real size. Meditation becomes a room with windows. The Buddha called this rising brightness piti, a gentle joy that comes from steady attention. It's not hype, it's a clean flame. And then you see, the obstacle was never the world. It was the weight of stories inside you. I'm not ready. I'm too tired. I'll start when I'm perfect. When those melt, action is natural, not forced, free. So when that soft voice returns, not now. Smile at it like an old acquaintance. Not now. Watch this. One breath, one step, one page. Don't conquer the mountain. Just stand up. The rest is gravity working in your favor. It's time to awaken. The 5 hindrances are not abstract ideas. They are living experiences in our everyday lives. When we learn to recognize and release them, the mind becomes lighter, clearer, and free. If this series has offered you a new perspective on the path, share your reflections in the comments below. And if you would like me to continue creating more series on the Buddha's teachings, let me know. No one walks the path to awakening alone. We journey together. Awaken echoes where silence speaks.